Sporty, funny, don't like 3 words. 1995, I was born, and then I think at the age of 3, my parents decided I have too much energy, so sort of just threw me in a pool, and so I learnt to swim from a young age, and that was my sport for sort of the majority of my teens. I was a national level swimmer, and I also absolutely loved playing rugby, so as part of that I was on the school cross-country team. When I joined secondary school, Whitgift, I got asked to do like the school's biathlon, which is like the entry level into modern pentathlon, and I did quite well there because I don't think many swimmers can actually run. We sort of normally waddle around with duck feet. So after that, I got invited to like a pentathlon trial day with like the Team GB Youth Scout, where we got to try shooting and fencing, like the next 2 sports that you sort of progress onto, and I absolutely loved it. And they sort of put me onto this youth pathway program. I kept going. I think my first international competition was the under-17 Europeans, which was just a modern triathlon, so running, swimming and shooting. And I ended up sort of winning from a wildcard slot. So that sort of sudden success, I just instantly fell in love with the sport and wanted sort of more of it. And I progressed. I went to the University of Bath to study maths, but also trained full-time as an athlete. And yeah, kept training hard, and I sort of had a good progression to Tokyo, where obviously I won Olympic gold. Yeah, so like outside of sport, I'm pretty into gaming. Like in general, like the Pent GB boys have sort of not grown up since we were sort of kids. We still play like sort of Call of Duty, Warzone, League of Legends, and that takes up quite a lot of time outside of training. It's just, we all find it's a really good way to sort of chill out, relax. And then aside from that, in lockdown, I got into something called aqua-scaping, which is kind of like owning a fish tank in an aquarium, but taken to the extreme. So you kind of, it's like gardening, but in a fish tank. Like you put plants in and you make it look cool, essentially. And that's just something that I really enjoy. It's like really peaceful, just watching the fish, and it's something that I've got really into. I don't know. Maths. I'm really good at maths. Lord of the Rings. I guess it's a bit of a classic, but yeah, really into like that fantasy genre. Lord of the Rings is the best. I have this memory of playing Guitar Hero when we were on a training camp. Someone brought the entire like drum kit, microphone out there, and I ended up on the microphone, and we were trying to sing Bon Jovi halfway there, Living on a Prayer. And I've never thought of myself as a good singer, but I didn't realise quite how bad I was when the computer booed me off on easy halfway through the song. So I've always like tried to redeem myself, and that's now my go-to. Tokyo's like, even before obviously the Olympic success, I just think the culture there, like everyone's so friendly and like forcefully helpful almost. Like everyone wants to help you use the subway, order the food in Japanese, and just like that culture, and also like the city's so clean. They're such a respectful people that I just sort of absolutely love being there, even aside from the sporting success. Sporty, funny, don't like 3 words. Yeah, I hate this question. My brother and my girlfriend would definitely describe me as not very funny. But I make myself laugh, which I say is the most important thing. A couple of different ones. So after Rio, I was just like, went into the bank doing normal things you do in a bank, and the lady was like, "Were you on TV like last week?" I was like, "Yeah, I was at the Olympics." And she was like, "You remind me of Jacob from Twilight." I don't see the resemblance whatsoever, but apparently that's what I've been described as. And the other one was, after Tokyo, I thought I'd sort of just have a little search for my name on Reddit, see what came up. And there was someone saying he looks like a half-Asian Tom Cruise. Which again, I don't look anything like him, but those are the 2 comparisons I've seen. Henry Golding from Crazy Rich Asians. I think he's half Malaysian, half British like me, and all the girls say he's quite good looking, so he can play me. We've got the Devi, we call it Devonshire Arms. It's our local like bar, pub where I live, and it's just got like old school 9-pin bowling. It's got pool tables and great drinks, great atmosphere. It's a bit of a locals place, but it's where we go to hang out, and I'm very loyal to it. Pay attention. Really important stuff.